I would like to be left alone for a bit. I need some time to sort out the situation. I will be returning to the library for the time being.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to be sticking with Sora for a while. Her powers, what happened with Dr. Kakeru, it all came as a shock. It's given me a lot to think about. But in the end, I have faith that what she's doing is right.
There's something I have to accomplish. That's the whole reason I got this power. If Sora's the cause of the barrier, then that makes my choice easy. All I have to do is fight her and win. I hate to do this to you, especially with everything that's happening, but I'm gonna be bailing from here on out. I know what I have to do now.
The Academy's still in turmoil thanks to the mist and the barrier. But at least there's no Pactbearers this time. I'm going to head to the Student Council room. It seems this timeline is doing all right without Kurama. We were ordered to disband the TSC after all. I just need some time to take my mind off of things right now.
Hey. Sorry for not believing you earlier. I didn't realize how hard everyone had it. Thanks. Everyone's gone off on their own now. If you guys ended up turning against each other, I don't know what I'd do. What do you think? I thought you'd say that. You're kind and caring. And so are Ryotaro and Kokoro. None of you would want to hurt anyone. I'm sure you guys wouldn't be any danger outside of the Academy. Can't we convince Miss Sora and Shinya of that? On the other hand, Kokoro doesn't seem to care too much about her power. Maybe you could convince Ryotaro not to use his either. What do you think? You should talk with everyone in the TSC. I'm sure they'd be willing to listen to you. Oh, and by the way, have you lost weight recently? Right. I didn't think you did either. And I guess you really haven't. Sorry, that was a weird question, I know. Forget I mentioned it.
I've been wondering, why exactly am I dressed like this? When I came to, I was in the infirmary. Perhaps it has something to do with the anomalies in the Academy.
Oh, Vice President. My mistake. Former Vice President. Have you made your decision? Are you certain about that? Do you know why Miss Sarugadai and Mr. Date formed their pacts in the first place? Only a person with a powerful ego and a strong wish can form a pact with a demon. That wish could be dangerous, you know. And even if it isn't, the mist and distortions they cause by being Pactbearers are dangerous enough. As was the case with Dr. Kakeru. They may not pose a threat now, but you never know what might happen in the future. My stance, the Academy's stance, will not change. The barrier will remain until all of the Pactbearers are gone. Shinya is in agreement with me. Isn't that right?
What Sora's saying makes sense. Please, don't make the wrong decision.
I hope to receive a positive response from you too, or even a neutral one, so long as you comply. Whatever you do, try not to make a choice we'll all regret.
I would appreciate some patience. I haven't had enough time to think things over. Or did you need something? Me? You wouldn't want to fight me, would you? Agreed. We will do what we can. I don't mind hanging up my hat, so to speak. I have no intention of fighting Miss Sora or Ryotaro, for now. But I doubt either of them will change their minds. And then there's Yoru, our uncontrolled variable. Therefore, I cannot relinquish my power just yet. I would prefer to avoid combat, but if you, Chio, or Nozomi find yourselves in danger, I will aid you. As you are well aware, I wish for nothing more than safety and security. The mist that surrounds this place belongs to me.
Sup, Mr. VP? Yeah? I figured you weren't out on a casual stroll. So, what is it? I already told you, didn't I? I'm gonna defeat Sora and leave the academy. Still, I don't think I stand much of a chance against her head-on. I don't want to rely on my power too much either. Wouldn't want to drag any innocent people into my business. You can't have a Pactbearer without some mist. I just have to find hers and shatter her ideals. Once I do, it'll be the first step toward reaching my goal. If you plan on trying to stop me, be my guest. I've been ready to square off with you since the moment we met. And if we do, we'll settle things fair and square. But you know, maybe you and me could... Never mind. Forget it. Think it over real carefully. Do what your heart tells you, and you won't have any regrets. It's your life after all.
I see you've returned, though that's nothing new. On the desk is a letter from Chio to you.
Hey, your sister was asking me where your class was. Man, she's just a middle schooler. Sucks she had to get mixed up in all of this mess. Huh? You half asleep or something? It's on the first floor, near the back.
The Academy has been beset by a number of mysterious incidents. I heard Dr. Kakeru fell victim to them as well. A harrowing, sorrowful tale, to be sure. How pathetic of me to have collapsed during such a trying time. At the least, I shall do what I can to prepare for what may come. That way, there will be no further harm to the students.
Rout them! Here I go. Heal!
On your knees. Heal. Taste humiliation. Heal. The madness. I'll see for myself. Greed and glory kill. slow.
Get ready.
Taste humiliation. Activate. The madness. Heal.
Here I go. Checkmate.
On your knees. Heal.
I'll see for myself. Greed and glory. Worthless.
Get ready.
On your knees. Taste humiliation. As you wish, my lord. Spice. Taste humiliation.
Null and void.
Taste humiliation. It's in your hands.
Understood. Null and void.
I'll see for myself. I won't yield.
Vengeance!
Get ready. Null and void.
On your knees. Heal my thanks. The madness.
Scum! Analyzing.
Get ready. You're open.
On your knees. Taste humiliation. Activate. The madness. Checkmate. Supported.
I'll see for myself.
Here I...
I'll taste humiliation. The madness. Assisting.
Get ready.
On your knees.
Here I go. You're open.
Supporting.
I'll see for myself.
Damn. Counterattack. Get
The madness. The madness. The madness.
Here I go.
The madness. Here I go. The madness.
Now you see.
No way. This can't be. No.
Your sister. She's... I'm sorry, but you need to listen. I couldn't save her, and I'll never forgive myself for it. But please, you have to listen. There's nothing we could have done. Chio was already dead when you brought her in. She had been, for a while. Hey, are you okay?
Yo's dead. From the shock.
Chio? No. No, it can't.
Time you need. Push your... long as it takes.
The other... without mist. Hers at fault. Deserved to... Still,
Sorry about... Vented the... big coward. Bears... evil.
Such a good student. Victim. Regrettable. We will remains of him, Runeko? Of course. Perchi. Hugo.
All too trapped. Assured, I will... deserves.
Hey, Vice Prez.
I thought you said you were going to protect her. Don't you dare break your promise, no matter what. Keep up the fight. Don't let this world get the best of you.
And here I feared you'd fall back into fragile facadehood. That Chio got caught in this mess. Even I rue that fact, I confess. The reversal of time has disposed of the mist, and yet the distortions have yet to desist. They're piling up with no sign of suspension in the tiny confines of this pocket dimension. The other world called with no mist, undeterred, for the border between the realms have blurred. The distortions won't just go away, as much as you'd prefer it that way. But disable the barrier and the distortions will disseminate, decreasing their density. Do so, and the danger will dissipate. Method aside, the barrier must go away, lest the distortions claim even more lives as prey. I'm sure you wouldn't raise an objection to me giving a hint in the right direction. What you make of that little clue is up to fate, as well as you.
Are you all right? Huh. I understand. Miss Sora and Mr. Yugo are making sure Chio's attended to. But we can't have a funeral for her until the barrier's gone. I wanted to share something with you. It was recorded on Chio's phone. Take a listen, once you've had some time to recover. Everyone in the TSC came to check on you while you were unconscious. Why don't you go let them know how you're doing? You seem pale. You should. Here's your med. Make sure you don't over.
Who is it? Leave me alone. Huh? Come in, then. Hmm. I'm sorry. I should have done better. Been better. Then Shio wouldn't have had to die. I can't live with myself. When Dr. Kakeru died, I ran away from the TSC and locked myself in here. If I'd stayed, if I'd worked together with Chio, then maybe none of this would have happened. Or rather, maybe I could have died in her place. But it is. It never would have come to this if I hadn't lost sight of my purpose in life. Putting myself on the line for another. If I'd been able to live the way she did, then even I could have had a purpose. But I gave in to my fears and ran away. In the end, I couldn't achieve anything. I thought faking it would be enough, but I couldn't even do that much. I had a best friend who I really respected. I always wanted to be like her. But I was a coward, weak. I had no purpose, no value in life. If I were anything like her, I would have been able to devote myself to others like she did. Maybe then my life would have held meaning. Maybe then my life would have had some hope. But I've always been the cowardly Nozomi. I could never hope to become a saint like her. Sorry. I know you don't care about any of this. I just wanted to give you a proper apology. That's why I let you in. I know what I did can't be forgiven. You should just forget about me.
The damsel drowns in a deluge of despair. And yet, if you wish to be entangled in Nozomi's fate, if you wish to step into her heart, then find your determination. Bring your ego to bear. The road of fate thins like a waning tide. There won't be much room to walk by your side.
Oh. Are you all right? You shouldn't force yourself. Why are you here? Me? I'm fine. We've had many unexpected occurrences. I thought for sure you would blame me. For what happened to Chio. I contributed to the distortions that claimed her, after all. I am a Pactbearer. I hurt someone important to you. I caused you harm and insecurity. I am sorry. Incorrect. You are the victim in this situation. I did a lot of thinking while you were unconscious, and I finally understand now. I can never truly be safe or secure. I will end up hurting someone no matter how hard I try otherwise. That is simply the way I am. The question, then, remains. How can I not hurt anyone? How can I not be hurt by anyone? After much contemplation, I have come upon the only solution. I seek to make this wish of mine come true. In order to do so, I cannot relinquish my pact. I am sorry. And so, because of that, I cannot remain by your side any longer. If I hope to fulfill this wish of mine, it is best that I do so on my own. That is the only way. Goodbye.
The scholar of sloth seeks seclusion, I see. She seems steadfast in sticking to her strikingly solitary ego. Well, you heard full well what Kokoro said, but what do you plan to do instead? Whatever the case, if you wish to be entangled in Kokoro's fate, to stand beside her and tread the same path, then find your determination. Bring your ego to bear. The road of fate thins like a waning tide. There won't be much room to walk by your side.
I thought I told you that it was best for me to be alone. Leave me be. Why? Is it that you care for me? That simply isn't true. You'll be perfectly fine without me. Find someone else to rely on. I thought I told you that it was best for me to be alone. I... Why? Why not? I fail to comprehend your reasoning. Being alone hurts? Incorrect. Solitude is bliss. It exemplifies safety and security, not pain. Once again, I insist that you go. I thought... Why? Why worry about me? Ah, I see. I am neither safe nor secure after all. You're concerned over how I'll behave once I'm out of your sight. I understand now. The path I have chosen will cause the least amount of trouble for everyone. The distortions won't increase either. I already have the Dean's approval on this. So please, be at ease. You are worried for me? You don't have to be. Everything is fine. There is no need to trouble yourself. You shouldn't be worrying for or about me in the first place. What becomes of me isn't any of your concern. I thought I am neither. The path... I see. I am that much of a thorn in your side? You consider me that harmful and insecure? But of course you do. My existence has caused nothing but pain for you, after all. I understand now. No. I suppose I always have. I knew that I would be hated. That I would be shunned. And yet... Why does my chest feel so heavy? I apologize. Even if my presence makes you uneasy, even if you hate me, there's nothing I can do. That's just the way it is. I didn't mean to start crying. But please, believe me, this is inevitable. I do not intend to use my tears to earn your sympathy. I'm sorry. What do you mean, then? I don't understand. Your words are incomprehensible. This is all too difficult for me. What must I do to put you at ease? Ah. Really? Ah. If you promise not to try and stop me, then I will tell you everything. I was thinking, how can I become as safe and secure as possible? There must be a way for me to neither hurt others nor end up hurt myself. I was on the verge of breaking my contract, but I realized that if I did, my insensitive nature would end up harming people. I'm so different from others, they'd treat me poorly. The notion caused me much stress, but after ruminating upon it, I came to a realization. I should simply seclude myself from this place and be alone in the other world. It's the only sensible thing to do. I cannot live in the other world without my authority. Thus, I cannot break my pact. Dean Jingu said it was all right, so long as I didn't leave the other world. Fortunately, the other world isn't a physical realm. So long as my mental faculties are intact, I can live there without issue. That is why you don't have to worry. This way, I will finally be safe and secure. This time, no one will be hurt. Huh? Why not? I wouldn't be a bother to anyone. My authority wouldn't affect the real world. Are you referring to the possibility of me coming back? Ms. Sora's power will prevent that from happening. She should be able to rewrite the rules of my existence so that I am unable to leave as long as I am a Pactbearer. That was one of the conditions of our negotiation. As such, you have nothing to worry about. Then what do you mean? All the more reason for you not to worry. Huh? My leaving will hurt people? I don't understand. There's no way someone would... You mean... you? But why? Don't say that. I already made my decision to be alone. I'm done feeling hurt. I'm done hurting others. But now you say I'll hurt you if I isolate myself. I don't know what I'm supposed to do anymore. You promised not to stop me. The two of us... both? Huh? Oh... I've never felt that way about you. Oh, that's a presumptuous question, and you know it. I wouldn't be opposed to the idea.
The false facade and the friendless fool. Ignorance comes in pairs, it seems. You'd lock yourself in the other world to rot? You're more deranged than I initially thought.
Vanitas, were you peeking on us? You truly are tactless. Could it be that you're against this?
Now why should I object? This problem is yours to correct. That said, I cannot guarantee that Sora wouldn't disagree.
Did you really mean everything you just said? Then let us go see Miss Sora.
Act 2. Kokoro Surugudai. Slothful Philosophy.